Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Good to see everybody here today. Bird is back with us.
How you feeling, Bird?
I feel much better than yesterday. My temperature is down, which is, I do still feel a little off. I think I just caught a little flu or a bug or something.
Logan sticks on you.
But the only thing worse than having a flu of sorts is doing the fucking show from my house. It's really tough.
Yeah.
You feel disconnected.
Well, I can't see when I'm always talking over shit and. But some people go, why didn't you just go in if you didn't have corona? If we have a temperature, that's the kind of the mark. If I have a temp, and I get them sometimes. I was at 102 yesterday.
And that stuff, it can run through you, and that's the whole thing. And if it starts running through the show, then, you know, it could be one day I have it, then I give it to Virginia, and then so the whole week we're all just kind of off. And, you know, I had the queen, because she deals with little snotty kids every day, and so she had, I think it was last weekend, she didn't feel great on Friday night, and then I stayed up way too late Saturday playing cards with them, and on Sunday I bailed on church. I stayed home, and I was just in and out of consciousness all day on Sunday. And just, that feeling like you're not great. Yeah.
The funk is coming.
And I know just to attack it with sleep. And so.
That is 100 billion% what I know what I have to do when I start feeling that way. I get a sore throat, I get a fever. I have to shut the world off and somehow get a lot of sleep. And that's what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Did that, and you're back, and that's all good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. Bird's back better than ever.
Mm-hmm. First day of school going on today as well, so there's just a lot of stuff that is happening here to get that all settled in. We got lots of kids that are back, Virginia's kids and my kid.
It's all over social media.
There are so many kids that are going back. I do like when everybody posts all their pictures. So I know single people with no kids hate it.
I don't hate it at all.
Some single people are like, I'm so fucking sick of seeing everybody's kids. Who cares?
I love kids.
Your kids are going to school. Wow. That's what some of the single people write.
Fuck those people. They don't know. They don't get it.
I just like watching everybody's kids grow up, and then I like seeing too, because some of the moms will post like, okay, here's the first day of kindergarten, and then side by side, okay, here's the first day of high school, and you can see
cute,
like, oh, that kid's grown up so much.
If you don't like it, just fucking scroll by it.
Right.
Why does it have to chap your ass so bad?
I just see people commenting. People are just jerks. They always got something to say.
If you're a person commenting on someone's picture of their kid going to school, like, why the fuck you posting this? They're an asshole. You can cut them out of your life.
Yeah. Talked a lot about assholes today.
We did. There's a lot of them out there.
And we talked out of ours.
Yeah.
Just to remind you, too, if you're going to be zipping around, if you get caught going over the speed limit in a school zone, your fines pretty much start at $600 for that. And good. Should.
They don't fuck around. And if you even think about doubling that speed limit, let's say it's a 20 and you're going 40, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm. And you also have to stop for these school buses displaying red lights. And if you don't, you're looking at $271 and a fine and 4 points on your license.
Ooh.
Just to remind people.
Do you have any points on your license? Do you know? I don't think I have any anymore. I think I'm good.
Don't think I do.
I think I have some. I just got popped not too long ago in Jupiter. Remember when I had that loaner car from BMW?
Okay.
They gave me a little loaner sedan while mine was getting worked on, and I was zipping up Island Way and got a little bit too zippy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens with you two Cuesta people. You think you own the road.
I was like, let's see how fast this thing can go. I'm going to open this baby up. Oh, shit.
In my olden age, I feel like I'm driving real nice and slow these days. Just Go the speed limit. I'm a shitty driver anyway, so I should be going the speed limit.
You are a terrible driver.
Get the fuck out of here. You are way worse than me. I haven't got a ticket in a couple of years. You just got a ticket. Speed demon.
It wasn't my fault. They put me in a flashy BMW that I'm not used to. I think you have to speed.
Right there.
When you get gifted a BMW for a day that goes fast, you kind of have to speed. It's the rule.
Right there, I can already tell you drive like an asshole because you're using the term flashy BMW. Wah!
Yeah.
Driving asshole.
Well, we got a lot of it. People just don't know how to behave on the roads. Yesterday, we were talking about some of the issues, too, and how that is dealing with the trains. And I think it was, 3 deaths, something like that in the last week. And then I just saw this, and it's added it differently. But 2 people were hit and killed by trains. That would have been yesterday morning. That brings the total up to 4 people who have been killed by trains in the last week in Palm Beach County.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. One of them was Tuesday in Lake Worth Beach, pedestrian hit by the Bright Line.
Was it? Do they know if it was a suicide?
A person was walking east across the railroad tracks and was hit by a train going north. It doesn't say it was intentional, but it's just a person. It's just, hey, it's a cool little path to walk along. No, it's not. The other death on Tuesday happened about 10 a.m. in West Palm Beach when a trespasser was hit by a tri-rail train on Summit. I mean, that's a slow-ass moving train. You get hit by the tri-rail. Come on now. The hell are we doing?
If you get hit by the tri-rail, it says a little bit about you. I'm sorry.
That's why
I don't mean to judge.
I asked if it's on purpose.
I mean, bruh.
Like, what? Jeez, these freaking people, man. It's crazy. And yesterday we were talking about this, and what effect does it have on train conductors? Well, Angie sent in an email, and she said, you're talking about the deaths of the Bright Line and the conductors on the podcast, and a friend of mine is one for Tri-Rail. He has stated that he has hit a few people, and it doesn't typically bother him because it's usually people wanting to commit suicide or they're just being dumb. What really upsets him is the dogs and cats that get killed by the trains. The animals just don't know any better, and they aren't smart enough to run off the track. They see the train coming and just keep running down the track and not running off of it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
I did not like that email.
No.
Kevin, why did you read that?
The only thing worse is you could have just read it on a Friday right before the weekend.
Yeah.
To really take
Wait till I get a few beers in me on a Friday.
I don't know, man. I think I'd cry if I had beers hearing that shit.
Jeez.
I get emotional. I hate animal stories like that. Hurt my heart.
Good Lord.
You just see the dog running and you can't do it.
I can't.
Kevin.
Dang.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you read that?
What the heck, man?
That one's going to stay with me.
Yeah. I never even thought about the poor animals on the tracks.
And to their point, they're right. The animals don't know. They're oh, fuck, food.
Yeah. Our train. Got a couple other of emails here. One from Amber said, I just want to say I love the segment from yesterday's regular show where you guys were discussing the updates with marijuana in the state of Florida. Excited to see the changes that they are making. And again, it's possible changes. I think it's like they have to get 900,000 signatures to have recreational marijuana make the ballot in 2024. But just helping people understand how their mileage may vary according to the use of different substances, and the strength levels was such a perfect analogy that Denny's gave. I love that you guys make it your aim to share and bring forward truthful and factual information. Thoroughly enjoyed the video clips posted of the Logan trip, too. Still can't believe Pete's Crossing was such a bust. Ugh. Maybe next year, Jaber can score some tickets to the Hippie Fest before it sells out.
Yeah, Hippie Fest and Bigfoot Fest both sounded like they were highly coveted.
People are sending me personal messages going, bro, I am just shook about the Pizza Crossing news.
Yeah.
People took that hard. That's so funny to me.
For it to be the worst pizza you've ever had.
It really was.
That is a blow to the KVJ agenda.
And someone said, were you just trying to be provocative or cute on the air by saying that just to get a rise out of Kevin? Not at all. I mean, I'm being honest when I say...
You would never do that because you wanted it to be great.
I really want to be honest about the pizza. That's what I wanted to do, the pizza vlog, and do it in an honest way. And if it's shitty pizza, you say it's shitty pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look, some people can have shitty pizza and it's their opinion, and the same person can go, "Oh, I love that pizza."
Yeah,
you know. But just
True.
most of the people are saying it was shitty.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of it.
There's a pizza place that always wins the awards. I can't stand it. Everyone says they love it. They love it. They love it. I fucking think it's.
I know what you're talking about.
People blow it.
I know the place you speak of.
They blow it.
They
as
blow
if it's the
it.
best pizza on the planet.
They blow it hard.
And I am not impressed with it at all.
Call them out.
Well, yeah, I
No,
think.
I'm just kidding. Don't.
right.
I don't want that war. I don't want to start no war
Well,
with
it's not that I'm starting a war, but are you not allowed to say what you like? I mean, I don't have that much
Yeah, it's an
influence on the
opinion.
planet. Yeah,
We don't need no more wars with Italians. I'm scared of Italians.
I'm already a shitty Italian anyway, so I want the fight.
Noel the Mole is asking, did they talk about Domino's Pizza being kicked out of Italy? They have decided that they're going to close down. They had opened up ambitiously in Italy, Domino's Pizza did, and wanted to open up all these stores. And I think they only opened up, I can't remember the numbers. I just saw it on the news today. It was like, say, maybe the number was 19. Maybe they're closing 19 of them down. And it just didn't take off. The pandemic hit, and then everybody started doing delivery for their pizzas to stay alive. But I guess it was just the balls of Domino's thinking that they were going to go into Italy, the birthplace of pizza, and they were going to thrive. And I guess the whole answer is no, they did not.
I guess I really am a shitty Italian because I do like Domino's. I do not at all hate Domino's. I think they got good. I think they have good that fast food kind of pizza.
I think that they have it figured out. The one up by me in Tequesta, you can walk in and get a cheese pizza for Rocco for $5.99, and he can stand there at the glass. They built a little stage thing where the kids can stand there and watch the pizza being made. He gets so jazzed to watch his pizza go in the oven.
But I mean, I'm like one of those people. I don't hate Papa John's. I don't hate Pizza Hut either. I like a lot of those fast food kind of pizzas. They taste good to me. I guess I'm a shitty Italian kid.
Michael said Domino's going to Italy is like Panda Express going to China.
And I like Panda Express too. I don't have to tell you. I think Panda Express is awesome.
And glad Amber found the show. She was introduced by her husband over the last couple of years, got married, and I moved down to the Pizzle. I am very jealous of all the longtime listeners because all the years I missed out on not knowing about KVJ.
Oh, girl, there's so much out there. Go to YouTube. Oh, you can find so much fun stuff.
It is weird, though, listening to a radio show that you're new, that does have a lot of archives. I've done that with a couple of some Sirius or satellite shows. There was a show back in the day called Rod and Fez. You ever hear of them?
Yeah.
And I'm going back listening to old shows of there, and you kind of hear what happens, why the one guy left. The one guy had mental issues. It was kind of having a meltdown on the air.
Wow,
but you didn't realize that unless you listen to some of these old shows. It is cool to go back.
Yeah, and here.
Yeah, kind of hear how everything went down.
Got an email here from Amanda. She's been listening for a while. She started listening around 18. She's 36 now, so for 18 years she's been listening to KVJ. She now is not living in South Florida. She's moved up in the Gainesville area, but she still listens to the podcast and the ATS every day. She talked about this odd dream she had about Jaybird. She just got engaged. She loves her fiance, but it's just one of those weird dreams.
Look, we all dream about Jaybird. Tell us your dream, girl. And it's okay. You can't control what you dream.
My parents were olive farmers, and Jaybird was riding on the back of a four-wheeler with me as I was hauling olives from the field.
Oh, was he shirtless?
Didn't say. Says I made him a glass of sweet tea and another chocolate milk when we got home, and then we cuddled on the couch and watched a sci-fi show and binged all day. It was so cozy.
Aw. He didn't make that move?
It sounds like a lovely time.
You didn't even try to go to first base?
Guess not.
Wow.
She says, I've been dieting lately, but last night I had a bunch of pizza, so maybe I attribute that to the dream.
So
If you eat pizza, you dream of Jaybird?
I don't hate that at all.
Did bring up some questions I have for you guys, though. Do you like olives?
I fucking can't stand them.
I fucking love olives. I love an olive bar. When you go to like a fancy Italian grocery and they've got like an olive buffet.
One of the shittiest things a man can do is walk up to what he thinks is going to be a cool looking bar and it's filled with olives, not cheese cubes.
I love olives. Olives with cheese, and I'm good.
How many fucking different olives do you need?
There's like 9,000 different ones.
No shit.
I'm with you. I love olives, and Whole Foods does kind of an olive with those hot spicy pepper flakes in there, and so it's just, oh my gosh, you popping those things down like crazy.
When you stuff an olive with like some cheese and the pepper flakes, and then you soak it in olive oil and seasoning, and then pop it in your mouth with a piece of Parmesan cheese.
It's amazing.
Orgasmic.
People put olives on pizza. It looks like they put fucking buttons on the pizza.
Every time I always put olives on there.
Buttons.
I grew up loving olives because my dad loved black olives on his pizza. And so I just thought like that was like the coolest topping you should get.
Yeah, they're great. And good for you, too.
My mom and Aunt Ann used to love eating olive loaf. It's bologna with buttons in it. It's olive bullshit.
I don't know about olive loaf.
Loaf, first of all.
Yeah.
I
stay away from most loaves.
All these words people try to get rid of. We can't get rid of loaf.
No, there's some really good cold cuts that have pieces of olive in it.
Get out of here with
Step off, you shitty Italian.
I am the shittiest Italian.
I'm a better Italian than you, and I'm not Italian at all.
I do like olive oil. Okay. It's weird. I like it down to the concentrate.
Is it weird sometimes? I like olive oil on my skin.
It's not weird.
If I'm cooking and I get it on my hands, I always rub my knees because I like the way it feels.
I was told as a child from my mom, little olive oil is great for your skin. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I believe your mother.
My mother also said a dog's mouth is the cleanest mouth on the planet.
Hey, can't get them all right.
Don't
Can't get 'em
dogs
all right.
lick a lot of ass?
Dude, they lick ass, they lick nards, they eat shit. Yeah, it's not the cleanest mouth on the planet. That's for damn sure.
Amanda wanting to know if we've ever been up to the Florida Springs. I moved up near Central Florida, about 4 hours away last year, and I love it. There's nature everywhere you look and so much peace. I recommend Silver Springs. There are wild monkeys there, and Payne's Prairie Park in Gainesville has 2 hiking trails that are my favorite. One has wild horses and buffalo. Crazy.
I've heard of the Springs. I want to take one of the RVs out from Tropical RV Adventures because they're looking for me to do another camping trip, and I'm supposed to do it with Bigfoot Jim Romano, but he's got a new job or a new gig or something's going on with his job where I can't go for a couple months.
Oh, I'm available. I'll go with you.
I would love to do a KVJ RV trip. I know you fuckers aren't going to do it.
I've been looking at all these springs because they all have Instagram pages, and they all post the most beautiful videos of you're swimming in this crystal clear blue water, and it's just gorgeous. I want to go up there really bad.
I have heard amazing things about the springs up in Central Florida area.
Let's do it.
People love it. Let me know, dog. I'm ready to do it.
Dog, what about we could do it for Labor Day.
Just know it's going to be packed out there, but that's all right. We got our own.
Never mind. Fuck Labor Day. I don't want to be. I don't want to be packed.
Well, never. Yeah, I don't know if you're the right person to go camping with.
I don't like a crowd.
You got to be flexible with your thinking when it comes to.
I don't like crowded camping.
She did say the weekends get kind of crowded. She said, I am a big nature lover, hiker, and kayaker. So I do like it better here than South Florida. And I was just down in South Florida last week. And man, the traffic is just getting even more out of control. Just wait.
It is, though. Yeah. Not that I know that's such a, the weather's hot. Oh, the traffic's bad. The traffic is pretty damn bad.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse. I'm telling you, all these cities are booming. Miami's got a gazillion cranes up around it, so does Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach.
If North Lake Boulevard could turn into a person, and I'm a pacifist, I'd love to beat its ass.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, North Lake.
And then Amanda asked, if you guys didn't live in South Florida, where would you want to live? She says, I think Virginia would say New Orleans.
That is true.
Everybody else.
I would.
Okay.
Oregon for me, probably. I loved Oregon, although I think the cold might get to me eventually. I loved where you were at in Logan. I love that kind of scene. I like a small town. I love beautiful nature.
Yeah.
And
got a lot of
Columbus
that.
wasn't that far from it.
No, and Columbus is a pretty good-sized city. A lot of people don't realize. In fact, I think its population is higher than both Cleveland and Cincinnati. So it's a pretty good-sized town. They've got a lot of industries there. They got that old Les Wexner is based out of there. So the Limited and Express and Bath and Body and all those kind of places come out of Columbus. So they got a lot of big businesses there. So it is nice.
And I do love Florida. I know it's easy to talk shit about where you live at because of the traffic or the heat, but we do have a great area here.
Yeah.
I do love it.
No, I do too. Other places that I like, I used to always say probably Southern California. I don't really know now just because of the cost of living and everything, and I'm not sure what's going on there.
Politics too.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've lived there, but I did love the climate. So climate-wise, California.
Climate-wise, I mean, it's like Florida with no humidity.
Yeah. So
It's great.
it's gorgeous, and I love the beach and palm trees and all that. So climate-wise, that's probably where I would go, but I'd have to look into it for cost of living and stuff.
I would say New Orleans #1, and then #2, the Florida Keys. Specifically, I love Key
Well,
West.
that's so South Florida.
I know. I love Key West.
She doesn't get the game.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right now.
You
Tell
can't
us-
say the Key.
Tell us a story, Virginia.
Let's see if you're lying. I love Virginia in Two Truths and a Lie. It's my new favorite thing.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. It's
Only
pretty good.
because it is so shitty.
Yeah.
And look, I got no bit. I do a lot of shitty things on the air too. So
I tell Kevin every week, Kevin, I am terrible at this game. I don't know if I should be in it.
Yeah, the worse she gets, the more she locks her position in.
Shit.
you know you're fucking nailing it.
Because I know I just look dumber and dumber.
That's why Kevin loves it. That's why I love it too.
I'm not smart enough for these mind games.
Oh man.
Other places I would go, I would probably, other than South Florida now, I would say Nashville would be my second spot that I would go to, and then Atlanta. So I like all those places. Savannah's a great town too. So spin the wheel, and we'd pick one of those.
When I was sick, I was watching some really weird programming, and I was on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you can watch some really weird shit. And I, for some reason, wanted to see what the largest building was in each state and how they were ranked. And someone did make a video about it. They had all 50 states and who had the tallest building. And I was surprised Miami wasn't even in the top 10.
Oh, really?
They're I think 11th as the tallest building in the United States. #1 was New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a weird thing that I probably should not have gone on the air about.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Tuned out halfway through. What'd you say?
I love how Kevin goes, yeah, it's interesting.
No, it was. I'm very fascinated by it. In fact, when I was driving by downtown Miami, Miami has the third largest skyline in America. It's New York, Chicago, then Miami is now third, and they're putting up a lot of really big places.
I was shocked that they were not in the top 10. And that's all I'll say. Virginia, fuck you. What are you bringing? What do you got?
Oh, fuck you.
Make fun of my YouTube video. I am watching it going, Bird, you're watching some weird shit right now. You have to break this fever.
You don't feel good.
Definitely.
It's affecting your programming choices.
I was watching some whack ass shit yesterday.
Yeah, New York and Chicago, they take up the first, 13 spots on the list. That's how many tall-ass buildings they have.
Yeah, Chicago, I remember that place being massive.
It is, yeah. The downtown there is just ridiculously large.
L.A., too. I remember us going to L.A., and that was extremely... I think they're up there.
I don't know. As far as the biggest skylines, oddly enough, for such a
It's
big
spread
city,
out.
it's-
I'm talking
yeah.
about, I'm sorry, the tallest building. I think they were in
okay.
there.
Yeah, I'm looking, and they have it at number 15. The Wilshire Grand Center is the first building they place in there. So
Okay.
not as shitty as you might think.
Virginia's texting.
Yeah, because it's shitty.
The chat room's probably cursing me.
You lost the room, bruh. I'm just kidding.
Well, me and Kevin like dorky historical things too.
The true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to dork out on history or like facts like Kevin.
I
I
never
love it.
paid attention when I was a kid, really. And then as I got older in high school, I had a teacher that really kind of presented it in a way that was interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got hooked.
Just a bunch of great stories.
And Billy
They're
Joel
true.
is a big lover of history. The older you got, I was into it more. But
Okay.
I can see how it's dorky. It's not for everybody.
It's fascinating stuff when you know the characters. There are some stories that people are talking about, and it's kind of interesting that I'm seeing the reviews of Prey all over the place. The Predator prequel, Prey, had the most watched premiere in Hulu history. So it's been big for them. And I honestly have seen everything from, oh, it was great to it was stupid, drawn out, boring, not believable. I mean, yeah, you've got Native Americans fighting aliens, so I don't know where the believable part comes in. But I got this from Cosimo, said, I watched Prey over the weekend with a friend, and we both thought it sucked. It was very drawn out and boring at points. Some action parts and special effects were very cool, but the way the movie plays out isn't very good. It's pretty predictable, and the ending is stupid.
Wow.
Did you see too that they scrapped in a very weird fashion Batgirl? They put I think $95 million behind it, and they deemed it as unwatchable because too many people saw it behind the scenes. They go, "This is fucking garbage," and
Really?
it's very weird that they would scrap that. It seems
After spending that much money, yeah. What a disaster.
well, they put out a lot of shitty movies out there.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad could it have been?
Must have been really bad if they put out Catwoman and they wouldn't put out Batgirl.
There was a lot of hype around Batgirl. Mm-hmm. And then for $95 million to just scrap is an odd thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't happen. When does that ever happen where the movie's finished, it's done, it's in the can.
Oh, wow.
They won't release it.
Huh.
The director is devastated.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because if somebody invests that much money into your project and they're like, you made such a bad piece of crap that we won't even put it out, even we'll take the loss of $95 million.
I can't believe that won't eventually see the light of day.
From what I understand, they are doing everything in its power for it to never see the light of day. And the fans want to know why. You're saying it's shitty. Why don't you let us decide that?
That's weird.
It's weird. It doesn't make any. I was hoping one of the super dorks know a little bit more into it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I just saw the headline on it. I didn't really do a deep dive. I got this from Kristen in Jupiter. She said, I got some recommended shows for y'all. The Staircase on HBO, probably most geared towards Jaybird, based on a true story, and there's a documentary on Netflix about the same story. It's complex and intriguing, but if you want a series that wraps things up in a bow, this is not for you. It's a limited series, and when it ends, I feel like you don't know what the truth is. It shouldn't really be a spoiler, but it was worth watching. That's The Staircase on HBO. The documentary on Netflix called Trainwreck Woodstock 99 is like Fire Festival on steroids. I had no frame of reference about Woodstock 99, and this documentary was well done and mind-blowing. I think each of you would like this one. It's a 3-part documentary.
I thought about watching it, but I know it gets kind of dark and kind of
Well, I think there's rapes and things like that that happen. Yeah.
There is, and I don't want to go down that.
Yeah, I was at Woodstock 94.
That's too real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought it was a good idea, and I never went to 99, and I remember a lot of the footage from it. It just seemed like the whole place was on fire, and it got way out of control. I don't know exactly why.
HBO, I feel like, does a great job with documentaries. So I'm seeing some comments about that Staircase. It sounds like it was a documentary kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I'm getting mixed reviews. Some say it's boring, some say it was great.
Okay.
Like everything in life.
Right.
And lastly, for Virginia, Uncoupled on Netflix. It stars Neil Patrick Harris. It's a comedy with 30-minute episodes based on a gay man in New York who endured a breakup of a long-term relationship. Darren Star, who was involved in making Sex in the City, is involved also in this show.
Huh.
I can't wait for, and just like that, season 2, so I can come in here and bag on it again. Oh, man, it was so bad that I needed more. It's kind of like Virginia and Two Truths and a Lie.
You just had to get more, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
You need it.
I fucking need it. I tried making other people watch. Go, you're not going to believe this. Watch this. Like, dude, I can't do this. It's too much. It's too much.
I had heard good things about the Beavis and Butthead. I just only saw one comment that somebody had said they'd watched it over the weekend that had come out over this last weekend. If you used to like that show on MTV, apparently the reboot is pretty solid, at least according to one comment. So if anybody else has seen it, let me know. You've got Amazon's A League of Their Own starting this Friday. That is a pickup from the movie that had Tom Hanks and Madonna in it.
And it's a series about the female league?
Think so.
Because that really did happen. You know that's a true story, right, Virginia?
It is?
Oh, yeah. During the war back in the day, the women went and played baseball. And
I thought it was made up.
No, that's a real story. And they did well. People really went to the games. I can't think of... Yeah, League of Their Own's based on a true story.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, every now and then they're based off of true stories.
Now, I'm sure they took liberties with it. I don't think Jimmy Dugan was really a baseball player, but they kind of mirrored him after other players that were kind of drunks. Kind of reminded me of a Mickey Mantle type.
Yeah. The Marvel series She-Hulk Attorney at Law boots up on the 17th.
It doesn't sound like it could be good.
I don't understand how they're going to make that good.
I think I heard that's not good. Has that been out, or have the reviews been out already? I heard that might be the one that I heard that's really shitty.
Okay. I haven't seen the reviews on it. And there may not be until the 17th. I don't know. Maybe they have media allowed to pre-screen it. But if it's shitty, they usually don't. That's typically a big sign that something is crap. They don't let the media review it ahead of time.
All right, I'm wrong. People are saying She-Hulk's going to be amazing. I'm getting the wrong franchise. There was another one that was coming out, and it was already getting panned going, what the fuck is this?
Okay. And then the Game of Thrones spinoff, House of Dragon, that starts on the 21st.
I'm kind of reluctant on only because it's Game of Thrones, Virginia.
I'm not watching it.
Is such a commitment.
Dragons are stupid.
It's a relationship you get into. It's a lot. You do have to. I don't know.
I can't with these dragons.
I'll definitely watch it. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
But it's a lot, man. Game of Thrones, I loved it. But fuck, I was tired after.
Okay. So there you go. So if you're looking for some things to binge watch, you can check all of those shows out. I think Better Call Saul's about ready to wrap up. Got that?
Yes, I haven't seen the last season, and I want to see it. I haven't seen any of. I'm caught up to what you can watch on Netflix, and that is it.
Okay. All right, that sounds good.
You liked it. You said it played.
I'm liking it so far. Yeah, I think I'm one episode behind. So I've got to get caught up with where they are, one or two behind. Got a couple comments. Somebody said there's a new CEO of Warner Brothers DC Movies. The movie went full woke and messed it all up. The new guy's trying to clean up all the DC garbage, and apparently Batgirl was a full dumpster fire.
That's what I was kind of gathering, that there was a wokeness to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Somebody else said I was at Woodstock 99. And, yeah, there were people just losing it. There was death. Cops came in. It was a scary time. Some great memories, but I was behind the scenes with Planet Hollywood.
People died?
Yeah, they did. People getting trampled on. Oh. It was real hot.
Oh.
Yeah. And if I remember, it always rains, too. That because it's in, at least the one I went to was upstate New York. And it's really rainy that time. And so there was a lot of mud at the one I went to. And it was kind of nasty.
I just remember hearing a lot of stories about how terrible. They had done other documentaries or pieces on Woodstock, the one that went fucking terrible. There's a lot of bad stuff that happened, man.
Just makes you feel weird.
It makes my stomach feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't like
You're not
that.
going to sit there and watch it for enjoyment.
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you always for the recommendations. You can always send us those emails, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Have a great day.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.